Hey, my name is Connor, and welcome to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. After yesterday's FOMC meeting, we got the expected volatility in both directions. Now the big question is, what does happen next? Will we continue to see altcoins rally, or is it time to flip bearish and look for shorts? I'll be going over my exact trading plan in this video, so if that does interest you, be sure to stick with me until the very end. Without further ado, let's stop wasting time and get right into it, and let the gains be with you. So to start this video off, let's take a look at the overall crypto market. Right now the market cap is $1.05 trillion. Bitcoin trading at $20,254, continuing to hold that 20K support. It's very important that we do hold that support level. We have Ethereum trading at $1,548. Now if we look at today's top gainers, we have over here Arweave AR up 53%. And for some reason, Band Protocol is not showing over here in the top gainer list, but Band Protocol is a coin that I did mention in my video on November 1st, just 2 days ago now, saying it was going to pump, and it happened exactly as we did predict here on the channel. Band up 50% today. We can take a look at the Band chart and see this pump here on the daily. And we got the exact breakout we were looking for on the descending wedge. If you did miss that video from 2 days ago, here's the clip going over this trade setup. One coin that's not very popular, but pretty well known, Band Protocol. If we take a look at Band on the daily chart, setting up for a massive move, right? We have a massive descending wedge on the daily here. Price is currently below some key resistance levels. The key for this one is if we come down to around $1.09, this green line, that's going to be an entry trigger here. Even better if we do get a wick down to the $1.06 to $1 demand level. This is really the prime juicy spot that I'm looking to get into Band for this descending wedge breakout that is very primed up. And again, with descending wedges, your profit target is always going to be the top of the wedge. So that's going to be around 250, but let's be a little bit realistic here, and we'll take what we can get on the profit side. A move to 180, 188 from here would be massive. We're looking at a gain of 80%. So Band Protocol added to your watch list. Extremely bullish looking chart. Simply going off the technicals here, not necessarily the fundamentals. Technicals screaming for a massive breakout. This is not broken out yet like a lot of other charts on the market. So Band Protocol did end up being a massive breakout. Looking at the chart, we got that 188 target, and one thing to note here is we are in prime altcoin pump conditions, and with altcoins, when they go parabolic like this, they love to go and test the 200 daily EMA. If I pull up my 200 daily EMA, Band literally went exactly to that level before topping out here in the short term. So remember this one over the next coming weeks to months when we continue to see these altcoin pumps. When we get them, the 200 EMA on the daily is a great place to look for your final profit target. And if we take a look at the Crypto Empire Premium Discord group, we had a few members go ahead and absolutely crush this Band trade. So I love to see it. I love to see all of my community members go ahead and make money. That's what we're here for. That's what we do. And we will continue to dominate the market in this fashion. Now going forward, is Band the only one that's going to pump? No, I don't believe so. First things first, let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance on the daily. Still in this critical green demand level. Still very low. This is why I'm saying it's prime altcoin pump conditions. Bitcoin going relatively sideways, chopping around. Bitcoin dominance is at critical levels, meaning that there is a lot of liquidity in the altcoin market, and we are going to see some of these altcoins get that liquidity and go vertical, just like Band did earlier today. Now, if we take a look at Bitcoin on the shorter term time frames here, because it's really just chopping around, the same levels on the higher time frames remain, because we're still trading in this small, narrow range. Now, looking at Bitcoin on the hourly chart, the 20K level down here did end up holding earlier today as well as yesterday. So we want to see this continue to hold. I am watching for a liquidity sweep here. I do think it's very possible that the market makers do go ahead and sweep the lows here. And that would come into play just below $19,970. So be careful here. It's possible we go ahead and sweep the lows before actually going ahead and continuing up. Now, if we do sweep the lows and then don't come up, the line in the sand level is $19,500. If $19,500 is lost, that is when it's time to go ahead and start reconsidering all of the longs. if we do lose 19,500. That is the invalidation line, the final invalidation line, before we go ahead and say, okay, things are going to get very ugly here and we are going to head to new lows in this bear market. But as it does stand right now, we're above that level and we are in still good market conditions to go ahead and see some more pumps. Bitcoin also has this descending resistance trend line. If we do go ahead and pop that today, it's going to lead to a massive rally in the market, and we will see a lot of capital flow into alts, meaning more pumps. Before we go ahead and look at altcoins, I do want to go over the stock market, looking at the ES, bouncing hard right now after the opening bell. So we'll see if this does continue into the day. It certainly would make sense to, but again, we are in crazy choppy conditions, so anything is possible here. Regardless, all of my attention is on the altcoin market right now. One coin that I shared with you the other day in my video on November 1st is Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash, similar to Band, in this massive descending triangle, descending wedge formation, trying to break out here. It is hugging the upper resistance trend line, trying to get above it. Every breakout attempt so far has been rejected. We can see that by the price action. These wicks going to this red supply area keeps on getting sold into. But the second all of this liquidity is cleared up here at around 120, we should go ahead and start to fly. Now, with Bitcoin Cash, we can use the 200 daily EMA for a profit target, our final profit target, and that's at $168. So that would be your final one. I wouldn't suggest holding out for that because it is possible we don't actually make it all the way up there. I would be looking at the top of this red box as a scalp target day trade. If you just want to be in and out at 125, then 135 after that. Then we do have a level at around 145 up to 148, which would be another decent level for taking profit. Really anywhere between 149, 148, and 168. I expect the Bitcoin Cash pump when it does happen, if it does happen. Of course, nothing is a guarantee. There is no free lunch in this market. This is obviously not financial advice. I'm just sharing with you what I'm looking at. But anywhere between 149 and 168 is going to be a really good trade. Take what you can get. You're looking at a gain of 28% to possibly 45, 44%. So it is there on the charts. Charts are still screaming breakout, just has not happened yet. We'll see if we get it. Simply have to wait and see, sit in our hands, position ourselves for it. That's all we can go ahead and do. The whole entire market is looking very good. Chili's has not gone ahead and taken off just yet. The next level was 26 cents. We did get that yesterday. That was the next profit target on the trade. But I am expecting Chili's to go on more of a run here. We have a level at 37. I also like these wicks down here at around 41 to 44. I really like. 44 is my next personal profit target on my Chili's trade. I do think we will get that hit. Chili's has the World Cup narrative going for it, so I like Chili's still. If you're not already positioned, I would wait for a pullback if we do get it. I would not try to FOMO into this one. My entry was down here at 19 cents. So I'm already adequately positioned. Now, speaking of the current narratives in the market, there was some big news announced yesterday that Meta, also known as Facebook, is going to allow creators to sell NFTs directly on Instagram. And they did pick two particular blockchains for this. We can see Meta is adding support for the Solana blockchain and Phantom Wallet, and also MATIC, Polygon MATIC, which they don't mention in this article, but Polygon MATIC was a part of this big announcement. And if we take a look at these two charts, both MATIC and Solana, MATIC had a good pump from this announcement, and it's still holding relatively strong at 94, almost 95 cents. If we look at the hourly chart, we got a big move up yesterday on that news. So MATIC in an interesting spot here if we go to the daily chart. Really is at the top of this range here. So it's either going to break out or get rejected. There's really no in between. I'm not going to trade MATIC up here. Haven't really been watching it as closely as I normally do. I've had my attention and focus on other altcoins right now. I think there's a lot of opportunities in the altcoin market, so don't get too honed in on one particular coin because of a news article saying that Meta is going to allow them on Instagram, right? There's a lot of opportunities out there, but nonetheless, MATIC up here at this $1 resistance level supply area. If it can go ahead and start to flip $1, then we're looking at our next targets, right? We have one at $1.33, $1.30. That's really going to be your next one if we can get over the $1 level on MATIC. If we pull back, be looking in this demand level. First one, 83 cents support. Below that, we do have around 80 to 75 cents some demand coming into play. This is where I would look for the pullback to come to, especially if we get that liquidity sweep on Bitcoin. This is where you want to be looking on MATIC, but a lot of potential here for the coming days. And also Solana. Solana is a coin I've been trading recently. If we look at Sol on the daily chart, Sol has been sitting pretty above 30. We did get a test of $30.18 yesterday, and we are still wedged in a very interesting spot between support and resistance. We have this daily trend line. If I go to the monthly chart, this is a monthly trend line going back a few years actually. Looking at this going all the way back to around February of 2021, went ahead and extended this trend line to the right, and that is a current resistance trend line. If we jump back into the shorter term time frames here, this white line here is that monthly trend line, this one just here. So we are wedged right now between the $30 support level and this monthly trend line. So if we can get back above that trend line, hold it as support, that's when we'll look for continuation on Solana. And if we do get the bullish push today, this trend line is going to get shattered, and we're going to start to head to these next targets at 34.69, 37. Then I have one up here at 42.87. So that is Solana. Again, $30 is the main support level. If we lose that, things can get a little bit ugly. But my bias does remain bullish here. And looking at that, if we do lose 30, we'll most likely come down here to around 28.50, 28.60 is where I would be looking next on Solana. Now let's go ahead and get into some really fun stuff. Let's talk about altcoins that are primed to pump but haven't taken off just yet. We spotted the band protocol trade early. Let's see if we can go ahead and catch some more of these. One that I have my eye on right now is QRDO. Taking a look at the QRDO chart on the daily, we have something very interesting playing out here. So QRDO, I actually mentioned this over here in October last month before we got this super nice pump. It was actually a day before we got this pump up 43%. And now we are back at that same support resistance flip level at 22 cents. We are just underneath it right here. All right, so after this retrace from the 43% pump, price cannot actually close above the 26-cent support resistance flip level, came right back down below 22, tested the bottom again. Now we are consolidating right underneath that same 22-cent support resistance flip level that did prior lead to this big 43% move. I do think the next breakout is going to stick the landing, and we'll see follow through. We're not going to have a long wick up. We should get some more buyers to step in here and actually hold the breakout. So 22 cents is your support resistance flip level. I think getting in underneath that is a relatively safe bet. Depending on where you want to put your stop, how much you want to risk, you can put it over here at around 19.5 cents, or if you want to put it beneath the lows, you would put it at around 19.25 cents. Completely up to you how you want to play it, but all you need to know is 22 cents is that support resistance flip level. Once we get above that, it could be off to the races relatively quickly here. All right, so 22 cents, mark it on your own chart and trade it how you like. I'm just here to give you that information because here at Crypto Empire, we of course dominate the cryptocurrency market, but we actively trade, we actively monitor, we actively take part in the market. We're not like a lot of the other channels on YouTube in crypto that just make the same videos every single day about the same 3 or 4 coins. No, we are in here in the trenches, getting our hands dirty and making things happen. This is the Crypto Empire way. This is why we are different. If you do enjoy what I do here, if you like my style, stick around by smashing that subscribe button down below. And of course, turn on all the notifications so that you don't miss any future videos. So QRDO, it is on pump watch right now. Another low cap also on pump watch for me is going to be Woo Network. If we look at Woo sitting right at 18 cents right now, this is a coin that I have been tracking. I've been talking about it on the channel here in my live streams and my videos, and it has not taken off just yet. If we look at this daily chart, the main thing to note here is the basing pattern at the bottom. If we take a date and time range going to the start of this range over here in around May to current time, it has been in this sideways range for 175 days, almost 6 months here. That is a long basing pattern. We love to see this, all right, because after these long periods of compression of consolidation come periods of high expansion and volatility, and the volatility will be coming soon. We can pull the 200 EMA for Woo, and that's going to come into play at 24.5 cents. All right, so that's going to be your final profit target for this pump here. I think Woo can go higher than 25 cents, 24.5 cents. 30 cents to 36 cents is going to give you around a 100% gain to current price. We most likely do get that from here. And like I said, 36 cents would be the start of this great box that I have on my chart. So no coincidence there. We have confluence with a level that I have previously drawn. I drew this box on my chart months ago. Obviously, I leave it on my chart, and I do expect that to come back into play. So your targets here on Woo, 23 cents to 25 cents, 30 cents, and then 36 cents. As your profit targets, entry, if we get a pullback, that's even better, but if you want to, you can go ahead and jump in now. Not financial advice. You play your entry how you want to play it. All I know is I'm expecting Woo to break this consolidation range here. Been in this range for 6 months. It is on breakout pump watch here. Add it to your watch list and get ready for a big move on this one. So again, just to start wrapping this video up, as long as Bitcoin can hold strong here and not lose 20K, we are all good to go. Taking a look at Bitcoin one last time. Price is going for that trend line breakout here. It would be great if we got that today going into the weekend. Stocks are green right now. Bitcoin is green. Bitcoin trying to get above this resistance here at around 20,300. One more before we wrap the video up is XRP. XRP still in that lawsuit case. It's expected to get settled relatively soon. And if they do win that case, it's going to go parabolic. Now XRP is sitting right at the top of the range. If we look to the left over here from all the way back in May again, top of the range, 45, 46 cents. Where are we right now? Right at that support level, and notice how it is holding so far. So if we dip down, buying opportunity, you're on support now, which is also a relatively decent buying opportunity, holding support here. If we get that liquidity flush, obviously, it's going to come back down to around 40 to 38 cents. So that would be a great entry in my opinion, but XRP will go parabolic if they do win that lawsuit case. I expect them to win that lawsuit case, and it's sitting right at your support level, previous top of the range. Flipped resistance into support. Definitely worth keeping an eye on here. I will definitely continue to monitor this one. So if you want to find out all of my plays in real time, you need to go ahead and join the Crypto Empire Premium Discord group. You can find the link to that in the description down below. And if you were looking for a good exchange to trade on, that's going to fill your orders when you want them to be filled, that has good liquidity, that's not going to scam wiki you out, go ahead and join Bitget with my link down in the description below. You get a ton of deposit bonuses. Bitget is where I'm doing most of my trading nowadays. It has not disappointed me yet. Check it out. Use my link down in the description below. I greatly appreciate your support. So in this video, we went over the crypto market, the main levels that I am watching for, as well as a plethora of altcoins that have not broken out just yet. I hope that you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you let me know by smashing that like button down below, and of course, turn on all the notifications so that you don't miss any future videos. And my name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I will see you in the next video.